Yo, what is up guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna do a challenge about creating a drop just with one sample.
Oh my god!
I decided to choose a kick because, yeah, if I choose another sample, like for example a vocal chop, a clap or something like this, when I pitch it down to get that kick, it's gonna be a mess because the low end is gonna sound so dirty and all these things. So I decided to just take a kick so we have a clean sub bass, and from that I'm gonna try to pitch, distort and all these things to create all the elements of a drop. In this case I'm gonna try to create a kind of big room drop, and I'm gonna from the kick I'm gonna create the percussions, the rides, the claps, effects, the leads, everything, okay? And I just can use that sample. And well, as this is a challenge about creating sounds, for the melody of the drop I'm just gonna take a MIDI from any pack, but for everything else is gonna be just from that kick. And if you want more challenge like this one, you know what to do. Just give a like, subscribe, so I know you support this kind of videos, and give me in the comments what kind of challenge I could do. So let's just start with it. So here I have this kick, normal kick. So well, I'm first gonna put on 128. I'm gonna make this the beat, and I'm gonna just put it like this, you know, to have something. Now I'm gonna put some kind of percussions. Okay, so I'm gonna make this unique. I'm gonna put the rhythm of the percussion, a normal rhythm, and now it sounds like this. Of course, it just kick, you know, but let's try to distort and all these things. I'm gonna try to distort. I'm gonna use Venom. I don't know why, but every time I touch this plugin, the sound stops. I think because it's 32-bit and FST at 64. Okay, now I think it's starting to sound like a percussion. Let's try with the kick. I'm gonna make it a bit shorter. I'm gonna put a sidechain so it doesn't interfere with the kick every time the kick sounds. I'm gonna put here a reverb just to make it sound a bit better, you know, for all the percussions. Of course, it is too much. I'm gonna decrease this a bit. Something like this. Okay, now I'm gonna try to create kind of cymbals or hi-hats, you know, a thing like that. Well, I'm gonna edit on Edison, and I'm gonna pitch it up 12. Something like this. Okay, as it is too short, I'm gonna stretch it. And put in stretch or in auto. Oh, it needs to be pitched up. Wow, it's not really a cymbal, but let's see what you can get from it. Let's start by EQing a bit and taking out all the lows. Let's try with a bit of wave shaper. Maybe OTT to bring up the highs. I like this effect it creates at the end. I'm gonna record it. Take Edison here. Delete this. So now we have this. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna stretch it so it fits the beat. Okay, I think I can work with it. More highs. Oh, let me try Valhalla Shimmer, because this one adds a lot of noise to the sound. Make it bigger, big stereo. You see? I'm gonna record this noise. And now I have like a background noise. I'm gonna cut something like this, so all the time is the same. Okay, and make it all the beat. Put it here. Add some sidechain. EQ. And what I'm gonna do now is try to create like a cymbal out of this noise. Normalize. Take this out like this. Problem is that as this is the same part, it's gonna have some problems. I'm gonna take just automate a bit the volume. Control B to do this. Okay, and now this one, I'm gonna route it here. Yeah, so now we have a symbol, we have noise in the background. I'm gonna route these things to the reverb. I'm gonna decrease a bit the volume of them. I'm gonna put this here, also this down. And from this kind of right, I'm gonna try to create a clap. I guess I have to pitch it down. I'm gonna automate also the volume so I can create more attack on this kind of clap. Okay, Control B. And let's try to EQ and distort a bit. Take out the lows. Increase more or less here. And distort a bit. I don't really like this transient, so I'm gonna use volume shaper. Let me try some OTT. Maybe it brings up more of the mids. Yeah, I think it's okay. So for now we have this. I'm gonna try to do something with this. Maybe with this. Yeah, I like it. Some kind of effect. Okay, now from this noise, probably I'm gonna try to create like a downsweep effect. So what I have to do is stretch it, make it unique first. Stretch it like this. Some out. I'm gonna pitch it down as it goes. And then I just want the highs. Maybe not that much. Some OTT maybe, the highs. It sounds so metallic, you know, but I cannot do anything else. I'm gonna add a lot of reverb to it. Okay, so for now I have this. What I'm gonna try now is to create kind of leads. Okay, so first I'm gonna try to find the MIDI melody, and then I'm gonna try to create like a percussion drop, something like this. I'm gonna try to use the percussion. Of course, I'm gonna change it and distort it different, and maybe this sound, because it has like a vocal sound in it. So I'm gonna try to combine those and maybe create like a vocal chop effect or something like this. Okay, so here I have FO keys. I'm not gonna use it just for the melody, so you can check it. I don't like the end. Yeah, but I like this. It's just from a MIDI pack, you know. Let's just start with this one, like a vocal chop or something like this. Let's put it here. Maybe cut just the part where the vocal is. I don't like this pitch thing, so better like this. I'm gonna try Venom. I'm gonna try Crash 2. And maybe a bit of EQ now. Okay, now with the percussion, I'm gonna try to create something different. I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna copy mixer state so it sounds as a percussion. What I'm gonna do first is, well, not pitch it at least yet. Let me try Isotope Trash. Something like this. So now what I'm gonna do is record this, and I'm gonna put it on the channel rack. I can use it as a melody. So I'm gonna choose second, for example, so it has all the transient. And I'm gonna use, yeah, this one. Okay, so you need to know one thing, and is that the piano roll works the way that C5 is like the main or the first, we could say, note. So if you put a sample and it's in A, in G, in F, it doesn't matter. If you play C5, it's gonna sound that note. Okay, so now if I touch this, we have this note, but we know this is in F. So to work better on the melody, what you have to do is go here and right click on the note of that sample. So C, D, E, F, this is F, but you can see how it sounds. So right click on it, and now if you go to a piano roll, if you play F, it's gonna sound F, and if you play C, it's gonna sound C. And let's do the same with this one, and let's copy the melody and pitch this up. This is so low. I'm gonna clone this, I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna decrease. Too low in this part, maybe. And now I'm gonna link this to just a mixer channel, where I'm gonna try to EQ, distort a bit more, and all these things. I'm gonna put a kickstart. I'm gonna try to put a short delay. And I'm gonna use this effect that I learned from Ollie James. So Ollie, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Is applying a really short delay here, make it sound a bit more metallic and bigger. Some Camel Crusher. I like the effect this gives, but less. Less delay. Okay, now I'm gonna put here a reverb. I'm gonna make it a bit longer. I'm gonna put here a peak controller. Where is it? So we control the reverb. Okay, invert. Okay, so I'm gonna put the pattern here, and what I'm gonna do to cover a bit more space is in these sections, I'm gonna increase the reverb just a little bit. Yeah, something like this. I think it sounds kind of nice. So now what I would need is a bass, so I'm gonna clone this kick. Let's reverse, take out the transient of it because we don't want it. Okay, I'm gonna put it in another mixer channel. I'm gonna EQ and distort a lot. I'm gonna use isotope trash, a clip, something like this. I'm gonna use also OTT to bring up the highs. Some highs. Okay, so the problem is that it goes up, so I don't want it. So maybe try to cut something like this and repeat it. But it sounds a cut. So let's make it just one wave, you know? Yeah. Now it sounds like a bass. Okay, I'm gonna clone this. I'm gonna put some kickstart. I'm gonna make it like this, maybe. I need more highs. Alright guys, so I think now it's okay. Of course it's not the best drop in the world. Probably I'm not gonna use this on a track, or at least for now. If I work more on it, maybe I could use some sounds of it, you know. But I just made this tutorial to show you that you don't really need to spend a lot of money on big sample packs, you know, or download tons of sample packs that everybody's using. Because at the end, you're gonna be using sounds that everybody's using, and even if you layer, of course, if you take 3 claps, for example, and you layer them, it's gonna sound different, you know. But at the end, you're gonna be using the same sounds. And this way, I wanted to show you that you can create your own sounds just by distorting, EQing, trying different things, you know, applying reverb, reversing, and all these things, you know. Sometimes you could try to do those things maybe on hats, you know, on basses, on percussion, and things like that. And this way you're gonna have more unique sounds, you know. Your tracks are gonna sound more unique and more like yours, you know, because they're gonna be your sounds. So let's go sound by sound so we can check all of them. So guys, this is it. I'm gonna play now the drop so you can check it. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you learn a lot and know now that you can create anything from just one sound, you know, and you can try to make it. And maybe if you use another kick, it's gonna sound different, or even if now I try to make this again, it's gonna sound different. And this way, step by step, you're gonna be creating your own sample pack. Well, as I said, if you want more challenges like this, just give some likes and subscribe so I know you support these kind of videos. And give me in the comments some challenge, you know, like do just a track with this thing or that thing, or do a track like that or thing like that, okay? And I will make the ones I like the most, or the more voted ones, or the ones I want. So guys, this is it. I'm gonna play now the drop as the video ends and nothing else. Hope you enjoy it, and guys, see you in the next video.